Welcome back, dear students. Up till now, we have discussed about the basics of operations management. Now, we shall discuss about the difference between production management and operations management. Operations management is a wider term used in place of production management. In fact, the difference between the production management and operations management is very thin and blur, and at many places they are used, both the terms are used interchangeably. The term operations management has emerged through a progressive series of names such as manufacturing management, production management, and finally the operations management. Actually, all of these describe the same general discipline. The traditional view of manufacturing management began in 18th century when Adam Smith recognized the economic benefit of specialization of labor. Then from 1930s to 1950s, production management became the more widely accepted term. During 70s, service sector gained more importance, and that led to emphasis being shifted from production to operations, and thus came the term operations management. Now let us look at the difference between production management and operations management. Production management, if we look at the meaning of the two terms, production management connotes the administration of the range of activities belonging to the creation of products. We must look at this use of creation of products. The emphasis here is on the creation of products. So production management, product means the physical goods, the tangible goods. So production management as such involves the activities in which the various inputs are converted into physical goods. The output is physical goods. Whereas the operations management, it refers to the part of management concerned with the production and delivery of goods and services. So here operations management is concerned with both the production of physical goods as well as delivery of services. The production management is only concerned with the production or manufacturing of the physical goods, creation of the physical goods, whereas the operations management, it is concerned with the production of physical goods as well as delivery of services, services which are tangible, intangible, products which are tangible in nature. Then further the difference can be in terms of the relation between the two. I have told you operations management is a wider term which encompasses production management. So production management is subset of operations management. Production management is only concerned about the activities related to production, means conversion of various inputs of the organization into physical goods, whereas operations management is concerned with the conversion of various resources of the organization, the inputs, into both the physical outputs, that means the physical goods, as well as intangible outputs, that means the services. So here the operations management encompasses production management. Production management is a part of operations management. It is a subset of operations management, whereas operations management is the bigger uh, part. It encompasses production management. So it is the superset which has production management as its subset. So production is part of operations. Operation is bigger. It includes not only production of physical goods but also the delivery and creation of services. Now the nature of output. On the basis of nature of output, the in production the output is tangible. Production is concerned with manufacturing of tangible goods. Tangible goods which can be touched, like the physical products like car, bike, salt, soap, etc. Whereas the operations management, it encompasses both the production of both tangible and intangible output. Tangible means the physical goods like car, bike, salt, soap, and intangible outputs means the services like banking services, insurance services, healthcare services, education services, transportation services, and many more. Now, if we look at the consumption of output, the tangible products which are manufactured through the production process, production management, they are consumed over a period of time. That means the output of the production in the production management process, the output which is the physical good, it is it is consumed over a period of time. That means from the time of manufacturing and to the time of consumption, there could be a long duration between these two times. So like a car which has been manufactured in the factory, then it will reach to the dealer's point, and then from there it will be purchased. So a lot of time lag is there between from the time it was manufactured and till the time it was purchased by a customer. So there is a lot of time in between the production and consumption. Or for example, suppose take example of a soap. A soap is manufactured in the factory, then it reaches to the retail store, and then from there the consumer picks it, he purchases it, and then he finally consumes it. So a lot of time goes between the production of the soap and then final consumption of the soap. Whereas in case of intangible, the production and consumption happen simultaneously or immediately. The products are consumed immediately at the same time when it is uh, being created or produced. It is the consumption is also happening simultaneously. For example, uh, take for example the class of the example of classroom. The teacher is delivering the lecture. He is delivering and it is being consumed at the same time. So the production and consumption is taking place simultaneously. You are going, suppose you went to the barber to get a head massage or to get your hair cut. So this uh, operation and consumption, it is happening simultaneously. The barber is cutting your hair, so there is no time lag. It's not like that the hair cutting has been stored somewhere and you go and purchase it. You have to receive it at the time of the production itself. So you have to be present in that moment while receiving the service. Whereas in case of um, so if we talk about the nature of work, in case of the manufacturing of tangible products, it requires less labor and more equipment. Here there is more standardization, and so the mechanical process is used. The manufacturing process is basically more dependent on machinery, heavy machinery, and involvement of labor is less. So manufacturing of tangible products requires less labor and more equipment because it is more standardized. The products are standardized, their specifications are standard. The variability is less. The heterogeneity in the product being manufactured by the same factory is less. Suppose the soap, Lux soap is being produced. So uh, in a day, suppose 10,000 soaps are being produced. So all those 10,000 soaps will be similar. Their characteristics will be similar. Their weight, their color, their fragrance, their shape, their size will be same. Whereas, and it is because the process of production is mechanized. The manufacturing is done using more of the machines and less of the labors. Involvement of labor is less, and the manufacturing is done more with the uh, machines. Whereas in case of the intangible services, the production of the intangible services needs more labor. There is a involvement of personnel. The persons are involved, and because these persons, uh, different persons are involved, and even the same person, if he is delivering the same service at different times, his performance is going to vary. So the experience for the customer is going to vary. It will not be the same standard. It will not be like the mm, product which is made through a mechanical process. So here, like suppose if you go to a classroom and the teacher teaches you the same topic, if uh, if he teaches the same topics on 2 different days, his performance will not be identical. There will be variations. Or suppose you go and get your hair cut by a uh, barber. So two different barbers will have, in the same saloon, two different barbers will have difference in their services. Or if the same subject is being taught by two different teachers, there will be variation. So in case of the tangible intangible goods, there will be more variation because there is an involvement of person. When the personal touch comes, it brings inconsistency, heterogeneity, or variations. And it is because there is more involvement of labor and less of equipment. You go to bank, you want to withdraw money, so you can withdraw money through ATM also. But when you are going to bank to get your loan processed, or to open your account, or to withdraw money, then there is an involvement of personnels. The persons are involved. Employees of the banks are involved. You go to doctor, the doctor is there, who asks about your symptoms, and then he gives you a prescription. He does the diagnosis and gives you prescribes you medicine. So here the different doctors, as such, the machines, involvement of machines will be less, equipments will be less, and the involvement of manpower, the labor will be more in case of production of intangible. Furthermore, in terms of the customer involvement, the participation of the customer in production management, the customer involvement is less. That means when we are producing a car, the customer is not there. He is not present there to tell us that what exactly he wants in the car. The car again is a standardized product with certain standard features, and the same car is being offered to all the customers. Uh, Although there are different models, but a particular model has same specification. So the customer's involvement is not at the time of manufacturing or receiving the uh, he just goes and buys the product. So his involvement is limited, and his participation in the production process is nil in case of production. Whereas in operations management, the organizations which are providing services, there we see that frequent participation while providing the services or receiving the services. The customers and the service providers are frequently interacting. Their involvement is more. The involvement of the customers is high. For example, you go to McDonald's to um, purchase burger. So you go there and you tell what you want in the burger. So you specify your requirement, whether you want a cheeseburger or chicken burger, or if you want it spicy or less spicy, you want more cheese, uh, And with this, with the burger, if you want cold uh, iced tea, or you want cold drink, or you want some hot beverages, or you want finger chips or whatever. So your involvement is more. If you are receiving service, your involvement is more. You go to Subway, then you can tell what ingredients you want to include in your burger. So you go to a to a barber shop, so you can tell that you want your hairs to be cut, to what size you want your hairs to be cut, and what color you want to apply on your hairs, or what kind of cream you want to be applied on your face, or whether you want to get your face bleached, or some cosmetic treatment you want for your face. So all this, your involvement is high. Now, finally, the production management. It is found, we find that the production management is applied in the organizations, enterprises where production means conversion of resources, inputs into physical outputs, physical goods is being undertaken, where the production is undertaken, means where manufacturing is undertaken. Whereas in operations management, it is found where manufacturing as well as service, manufacturing is taking place, as well as they are involved in creation and delivery of services, like banks, like hospitals, like hotels, like educational institutions, like transport services, and all other service organizations. So this is the difference between production and operations management. We shall discuss about the scope, importance, and objectives of operations management in the next video. Thank you.